on the chat box right now. Okay. So I need you to paste the attendance form. I think David or Tolulape. Okay. So please paste the attendance form here so that we can get that. Okay. So please do not forget to fill the attendance. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. So I need to confirm that you can see my screen. Okay. I need you to confirm that you can see my screen. So can we all see my screen? Can we all see my screen, guys? Can we all see my screen? So if you can see my screen, let me get your reactions. Okay, okay. Okay. So I believe everyone can see my screen. So you are welcome to tonight's session. Okay, so in tonight's session, we want to talk about how to build a global career in data analytics using generative AI. So how many of us have heard of generative AI before? Okay, how many of us have heard of AI before now? How many of us have heard of AI? How many of us have heard of AI? How many of us have heard of AI? Someone is crying. What's up? Okay, so a good number of us have heard of AI. Okay, so tonight we are going to, we are going to have a conversation around, how you can build a global career in data analytics using generative AI. Okay, so what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, the most important conversation that you are going to, be having with yourself about where you want to be. Okay. Where you are going. So I promise that maybe at the end of this session, you are going to be walking away with a lot of clarity, a lot of confidence, and you are going to get clarity on the roadmap to achieve this global career in data analytics using generative AI. So the next question I will ask you is, why are you here? Okay, why are you here? Okay, and someone type briefly why you are here on the chat box. Are you here for clarity? Are you here to understand actually how you can build your career? Are you here to get to know about analytics business? Can you type that briefly on the chat box? Can you type that briefly on the chat box? I want this webinar to be interactive. Okay, so let's interact. Okay, so I believe in interactive teaching. Okay, I believe in interactive teaching. So I'm getting your reactions on the chat box. Excellent. Now, a lot of you guys actually filled the form. Some of you that are registered for some filled the form, and it gave us kind of overview, or let me call it an audience persona of what or who we have here on this call, or what we are looking forward to achieving here on this webinar. Okay, so I have a lot of you here as data analysts who spend hours cleaning messy data sets, preparing reports, building dashboards, trying to generate insight from your data, and all of that. I equally have another category of people who are tired of, you are physically exhausted with your current job. Your current job is training you, your body is literally paying for every damn salary that you are earning in your current job. Okay, which is not supposed to be. Okay, maybe at the end of the day, a lot of you work from 7 to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Do I have such persons here? I have anyone that work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Do I have anyone here? Do I have anyone that work, within that time range. They call it 9 to 5, right? Fine and good. They call it 9 to 5, but then most times you are meant to resume from 8 p.m. and then you close late, maybe 6 p.m., 7 p.m. as case may be. Okay, so your body is suffering. You don't have time to spend with your loved ones. You don't have time to, you don't have time for any other thing. It's just about work. And at the end of the day, you're not even satisfied with the salary. You don't have a good pay. Okay, you're tired of feeling stuck in one place while working others. Build a global career that is making them millions of naira, millions of thousands of dollars. Okay, you need these opportunities. You need to get into these global opportunities. Okay, but then you are stuck on how you can do that. Now, guess what? In this session, I'm going to give you a lot of clarity, and like I promise, you're going to work away with a lot of clarity, confidence, and you're going to be sure of how to build this global career. So, in this session, I'm going to show you first, the evolution of generative AI, or the evolution of AI. Okay, and then we go into what we want to understand. What is generative AI? Okay, we want to understand what is generative AI and why generative AI have changed data analytics. Okay, then we talk about the exact skills that global employers are hiring for. Okay, there are a lot of people, a lot of persons have different digital skills that are very good. Okay, but is it an in-demand skill? Okay, is it a high-paying skill? Okay, you are going to know the ones that global employers are looking for. Okay, then you're going to know, you're going to see how you can position yourself for these global opportunities, for these international opportunities here on this webinar. Okay, now I'm able to show you how we can help you, to land, jobs, to land international job opportunities. Okay, and then we have a lot of things to show you guys. I actually have a student, one of my students currently, who is here on this board. Is going to show us, a lot of things as well. So there are a lot of information to unpack here. So all I need to do is just give me your attention, your time. Do not log out, because if you log out, you're going to miss a lot of information. Okay, make sure your network is stable. Okay, and we are good to go. So if you are good to go, you are good to go on this ride with me. Can I get your reactions? You are good to go on this journey with me. Can I get your reactions? Good, 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 good. So who are we as an analytics business? Now, there is one thing I usually tell people. There was, let me call it a trend in the past. Okay, people used to say school is scam. The school is scam. Okay, have you heard of that statement before? Have you heard someone say school is scam? Have you heard of such statements? At least from Nigerians, basically. Exactly. Now, school is not a scam. Education is not a scam. But one thing I've come to understand is that school is not building you, it's not training you to learn high-paying jobs. Okay, they're not training you to learn high-paying jobs. There is a huge gap in the job market. Okay, between educated people, skilled people, and the actual thing that employers are looking for, the actual solution, the actual problem solvers that employers are looking for. And that is the gap that analytics business has. to reach. Okay, you go to a lot of tech industries, tech academies, they train you, they give you certificates, and that is all. They don't guide you on how to land this job. They don't guide you on how to land a high-paying job. Okay, that is the gap that analytics business have come to bridge. So they don't just train you to have those skills. We help you, we guide you on how the steps you should take. You know how you can land skills, how you can land, high-paying jobs. Okay, not just the skill. We are going to train you on the skill. Okay, but then we go further to guide you on how you can land a high-paying job with those skills. Okay, so in the past 5 years, we've trained over 4,000 people. These 4,000 people, they are not just the number of people that we have trained actually. Okay, these are the people that have come back to say, okay, this is what I've benefited from analytics business. I've gained a job through this academy or through this e-learning platform. Okay, these are just the people that reach out to us, that come back to share their testimonials with us. Okay, we have a lot of them. So out of 10, maybe one is coming back to say, this is my testimonial. I've actually landed a job. So there are a lot of them that doesn't really come back to us to share it, but we are seeing everything. We are seeing the evidence. So we've tested this process. We've tested this our platform for over 5 years, and there is something we are doing that other tech academies are not doing, and that is why our students, that's why our graduates are landing high-paying jobs. Okay, so what are the skills that we offer here? We offer generative AI for data analytics, for HR analytics, generative AI for business analysis and project management. We have AI automation engineering. We have AI for software and web development. We have AI for content creation. Okay, you have a lot of technical skills that will help you land high-paying jobs that we offer here at Analytics. Okay, so who is speaking to you right now? Who is speaking to you? Like I told you earlier, my name is Anthony. Okay, so Anthony here speaking to you is a data analyst. I'm also an AI automation specialist. Okay, so I help organizations, businesses to automate workflows that make their work very easy, very seamless. Okay, so those repetitive tasks that you have to go on and do, I will help you to automate the processes. Okay, and it works, they work on their own. Okay, so and over the past 5 years, I've worked in the banking sector. I've worked with the UK-based recruitment organization. I've automated workflows for professionals, for organizations, and here at the analytics, I work as a senior data associate. What I mean by that is the course instructor. Okay, so I've trained over 150 students in the past couple of months. Okay, so I am super excited to join you guys here today, and I'm not getting flowers. You guys are not celebrating me. You guys are not celebrating me. Is that fair? Is that fair? All right, thank you so much. So I'm so excited to be here. And I want to ask you one question, guys. I want to ask you one question. Would you like to build a career that allows you to work with companies across the world? So it's a yes or no question. It's a yes or no question. So you can type yes if that is for you. You can type no if you don't want. Okay. So I'm waiting for that in the chat box, and I can see a couple of you, a good number of you typing yes, yes, yes. So you want to build a career that will allow you to work with companies across the world. And that is exactly what we are here to discuss. So today, like I mentioned earlier, we are going to walk through the exact roadmap successful data analysts are using to build global careers, with generative AI. Okay, with generative AI. So let's first of all have a conversation around, AI. Now, what is AI? Now, people think that AI is just there to help you generate beautiful pictures, help you write text, and all of that. AI goes beyond those aspects. Okay, of course, AI can help you generate images, write text, and all of that. But AI goes beyond that. Okay, now it has been projected that in the year 2030, we are going to have, you know, 4.3, $4.4 trillion. That is, AI is going to have an economic impact of $4.4 trillion. Okay. Now, why is it so? Why is it so? Because AI is helping companies to make a lot of changes, to make a lot of, to generate a lot of money, to generate a lot of income, directly or indirectly, either by reducing the cost of workforce or by reducing the cost of expenses in many things. AI is there to fill the gap. Okay. Now, if you are here on this call, if you are here in this webinar, and you want to be beneficial of this, or you want to have, you want to gain a slice of this amount, okay, there is an action that you need to take. And what is that action? You need to learn an AI skill that will help you, that will make you to be employable in the global job market. We understand that. So you need this AI skill to be able to compete in the international job market. Okay. Now, like I said, AI goes beyond writing text, generating images. As a data analyst, AI can assist you in your data cleaning. Okay. AI can help you in a lot of things, assist you in your Microsoft Excel. So we have some data analysts here, we have some accountants here, we have some bankers here. So AI can help you in your Excel, in your Microsoft Excel. So there are AI features in Microsoft Excel. AI can help you to write your SQL queries. Okay, AI can help you to write Python code. AI can help you in your Power BI, can assist you in generating reports and a whole lot of things, even building a dashboard. Okay, so how many of us believe that we can use AI to build a dashboard? How many of us here believe that we can use AI to build a dashboard? How many of us? So if you believe that we can use AI to build a dashboard, I need to get a thumbs up. Okay, I can see your chat. Okay, yeah, not aware. Don't worry, you are going to see that practically playing out here on this webinar. Okay, so AI can do a whole lot of things for you as a data analyst, as a career professional. You just need to get this AI skill. Okay, you need to get this AI skill because number one, they make your work easy, they make your work more efficient, they make your work more accurate. Okay, so that is why you need to get this AI skill. And then in terms of building a global career, okay, this AI skill, AI is actually trying right now, and it's coming to replace a whole lot of jobs. Okay, and It is going to sound scary, but that is just the truth. If you do not have AI skill, that means you stand a chance of losing your job in the nearest future. Okay. There are companies in the international markets that are dropping the number of staff they have because they do not have these AI skills. Okay, so I'm not even saying it to scare you. Okay, I'm just here to tell you the truth. Okay, now you need this AI skill. Okay, like I said, we can use AI to build a dashboard. We can use AI to build a dashboard, and I'm going to show you right now. So let's just take 10 minutes of our time to see how we can use AI to build a dashboard. Now, if you have your laptop and you want to follow me, you want to write with me, that is very, very good. But we want to analyze these data sets. This is from Tech. We want to analyze these data sets, using an AI tool. So if you want to join me, I'm going to share this. Meanwhile, make sure you fill the attendance form. Okay. So if you do not have a laptop with you, you cannot join at the moment, you just need to fill the attendance form. We are going to send you the material, everything that you need to practice along, and that way you'll be able to practice and this is what we're going to do right now. So I have so if you have a lot of this is the link on the chat box is for this data sets, from Tech, which we are going to be using to explore how AI can help us build a dashboard in 10 minutes. Okay, we can build a dashboard in 10 minutes. So I have the link, the link to download these data sets. So all you need to do is just click on the link and it will open this page, and then you click on file and you see download, and you can download it as Microsoft Excel. So once you're done doing that, okay, so let me just download. So let me just download. Okay, so I have my downloaded and you can see it's downloading here. So I'm just going to go ahead and open my my browser, to open a new tab on my browser, and we have a couple of we have a good number of tools that you can use to build your dashboard. Okay. From the big AI, we have Jurassic AI, Julius AI, etc. You have just a lot of them. You can even use Claude to generate your an image of your dashboard. Okay, so let's explore the bricks. So we are going to type thebricks.com. That is if you are practicing along with me right now. If you're not practicing along with me, there's no problem. You just need to fill the attendance form and you get every single resources for this webinar. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the URL and send to you there on the chat box as well. Okay. All right. So Postman, you need to just fill the attendance form. Okay. Yeah, just fill the attendance form and you're going to get everything. Okay. All right. So once you click on the link I just posted on the chat box, it is the interface you're going to see. So basically, you need to get started. You need to click on get started because you do not have an account already. But for me, I have an account already, and I can just click on login. So you click on get started, you equally see a page, an interface like this asking you to sign up for. So for mine, it's asking me to sign in, and I can continue with couple. Okay, and I'm just going to select any of my Google accounts. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it's taking me down to Bricks A app. Okay, the bricks.com. So we want to explore this data set. We want to build a dashboard in the next 10 minutes using this data set. I mean, using the Bricks AI. Okay, so this is the Bricks AI. Okay, this is the Bricks AI. Okay, so this is the interface of the Bricks AI. So with the Bricks AI, you can connect to different sources. You can see connector and connect to different sources. You can see your PostgreSQL, you can see Microsoft Excel, Google Sheets, Notion, a lot of them, and all of that. So you have a lot of sources that you can connect to. Okay, but we have our file locally downloaded on our system, so we just click on that file. So I'm bringing our data. Okay, so that we bring in our data. So basically, all I need to do is to bring in my data, okay, bring in my data or connect to a data source, and then I can give it a prompt, okay? I can give it a prompt. Meanwhile, I only have a prompt since you do not have a knowledge of prompt engineering. I only have a prompt, and I'm going to share a link to the prompt I will use for this case study. Okay, so let me just share that with you right now. But if you're not following me, like I said, just pay attention and learn, and you can practice later. So this second link is for the prompt I'm going to use right now. Okay, yeah. So this is a prompt I will give to Briggs. So the prompt is, if you have the knowledge of prompt engineering, you have to assign a role. Okay, when you're prompting AI, you have to assign a role to the AI. So I have assigned a role to AI. I said you are a senior data analyst. Is the attached file is the sales data for analyze the sales data and create an interactive sales dashboard, display KPI cards for total revenue, total quantity sold, average unit price, total order, create visuals for revenue trend by weekday, that is Monday to Sunday, and revenue by sales rep by region, top selling products by quantity, and key business insights and practical recommendations based on the analysis. So I'm just going to copy that prompt. I'll come back to my bricks and then I'll paste the prompt. Okay. So once I paste the prompt, I hit my enter. I hit my enter button. Now it's importing data into this AI. Okay. I need you to time me. I promise you this is not going to take more than 10 minutes. Okay. I need you to time me. If it's more than 10 minutes, then you don't have to believe me. Okay. So you can see you have imported the data, and this is how it can equally help you clean the data. Okay. So AI can clean the data. If you have messy data, inconsistent entries, outliers and all of that, duplicates, AI can help you, can assist you to clean the data, to standardize it, to its consistent format. Okay, and then it can help you to, can assist you to generate a dashboard. Now you can see we are generating visuals already. So you can see revenue by sales rep. Okay, you can see revenue by region and sales rep. Okay, now we are going to get more visuals. You can see AI is generating. Please don't navigate away. Okay, so this AI makes our work faster and easier. And this is exactly what companies are looking for. Companies are looking for someone that will just come and sit in the office and not be productive. Okay, especially the global, the international community. They're not looking for, not because you are lazy, okay, not because you are lazy, okay, it's because you lack information to be more productive, okay, and now AI is here to bridge that gap. Okay, so companies are looking for people that are more productive, not people that knows how to do it traditional way, and then they go on and want to take hours to carry out a particular job. Okay, so you just need to be smart. You just need to have a good information, and you make good use of the information, and you become more productive. So you can see AI. AI have generated, a dashboard for me. Okay, yeah, it's still generating. Still generating. Now you can see product mix, revenue, product revenue mix, right? This is a wrong chart for this kind of visual, being that it has more than 4 categories. Okay, so we cannot use donut chart to visualize this. So I can prompt AI. Okay, I can prompt AI for that to say, okay, change this chart type. Okay, change this chart type to something, maybe a column chart or a bar chart. Okay, so that we can have a better visual for this particular category or for this particular visual. Okay, and you can see now one good thing again about this Bricks AI or about AI tools is that they can help you generate insights based on the data that you have. So at the end of is generating the dashboard. So at the end of the whole thing, is going to add insights. So insights, I mean, is like a description of each of these charts. We're going to have a description of each of these charts, and then we are going to have the overall insight of this analysis. Okay. Now, if you're doing this with your Microsoft Excel, by now maybe you are still exploring the data, you are still trying to understand if there are inconsistencies in the data, and maybe you're trying to understand, carry out some analysis and all of that. Okay, do your data cleaning before even the analysis. Okay, so for you to build the dashboard in Microsoft Excel, at least it should take you at least 3 hours. Okay, but this is what you can do with AI in just 10 minutes. Okay, in just 10 minutes. So it's still taking time to generate, taking time to generate. Let's just give it 2 more minutes. Let's just give it 2 more minutes. Okay. So I need to know. So do you now believe that AI can build a dashboard for you? Do you now believe that? I think someone said someone said he's not aware. So are you now aware that AI can build a dashboard from end to end? Are you now aware, guys? So if you now have that knowledge, can I get your reactions? Can I get your reactions, guys? Can I get your reactions? Good, good. So you can see revenue trend by weekday. Okay. So it's generating insights for me right now. Now this is a free account. Okay. This is actually a free account. Okay. So if you're using a paid version, you can prompt it more. Okay. But with a free account, you have limited credits that you can use to prompt it. Okay. But it's not expensive. It's not expensive, to it's not expensive to operate. Okay. So you can see the overall insights. Okay. So how many of us have generated their dashboard? So you can see the overall insights here. You can see overall insights, and we have the KPIs here. So like I said, each chart is going to give us a key insight. Okay, it's going to give us key insight for each of the charts. So you can see. So I can prompt it for that. Now I think I still have some credits. So let me just prompt it. So I have 7 credits. Okay. that is for my free account. So let me just prompt it to say, okay, change the chat to let me say to a bar chart. Okay, to a bar chart. Okay, so let's see. So basically, what I'm trying to show you is that you can use prompts, to refine your dashboard. Okay, to refine your output. So basically, you import your data, you give it a prompt, you wait for the outputs, and then you refine. Okay, so you can see I've been able to use the prompts to change the chart type from donut chart to okay, this is actually column chart. Okay, which gives a better picture of what we should have. Okay, so um we have the laptop as the product that generates the highest revenue. Okay, so you can see this. So you can see this is a weekly revenue trend. So you can see these guys. So we have weekday revenue trend by weekday. Okay, so we have Monday. You can see we make more sales on Fridays. So you can see that. Okay, so you can really go on to make your presentation here. Okay, so if I just click on present, click on present, and it will just give you a slide view of the whole thing. So you can see the slideshow of the dashboard. You can define this to look much more better, but we don't have much time. Okay, so you can use prompts to refine it to look exactly the way you want it to look like. Okay, so this is what is possible with AI. Okay, this is what is possible with AI. Now, the next thing we are going to talk about is how do you now position yourself for remote and international opportunities? Okay, how do you position yourself for remote and international opportunities? Now, let's take a glance at one of our past students. Okay, now Frank is our student from the November cohort, right? So Frank was a fresh graduate serving in River State, okay, before joining analytics business. So he has a background in education, and then he joined November last year cohort. Okay, so after completing his program with us, he landed a job that was last 2 months. That in the month of May, he landed a job in a UK-based company. Okay, he landed a job in a UK-based company where he's working currently as a data survey officer and analyst. Okay, so you can check him out. So once you get this material, you can just watch this testimonial from him, and then you hear from Frank. Okay, so how was Frank able to land this remote job? Okay, how was he able to land this remote job? First, he learned a high demand skill. Okay, in this case, he learned AI, generative AI for data analytics. Okay, and there are other high demand skills that you can learn as well. Aside from generative AI for data analytics, we have generative AI for data analytics, generative AI for software and web development, AI for content creation. Marketing is a thing for any organization. So organizations are looking for people that will put out content out there that will boost their products, that will market their products to people. So AI for content creation is very, very high demand skill. Okay, now we have AI for data analysts, we have AI for automation engineers. Okay, a lot of them AI for business analysts, project managers, and all of that. Okay, so you can see the courses and some things you can learn under this courses: foundation of data and generative AI for data analysis and all of that. So once you get this material, you can go through that. Okay, so our classes, we have our classes on Saturday. Our live classes on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, so this was the particular course, Generative AI for data analysis. This was the particular course that Frank took, and he was able to land a job after 2 months. Okay, so what was the next thing he did? He learned the skill in the right way. Okay, Frank learns the skill in the right way. Now, the best way to learn or to build this career is by learning in project-based environment. What do I mean by project-based environment? So each of our life class, we work on a real business, work to solve a real business problem. Okay, that way you are putting everything together in what we call a portfolio website. Okay, so this portfolio website is where you showcase, that is where you evidence your work, that is where you show employers that yes, I have these skills. I've been able to solve problem like this, so I can do the same. I can replicate the same in your own organization. Okay, so we learn in a project-based environment. So we have some couple of projects that you are going to be working on. So a lot of them. So each Saturday you have a new project. We also have the learning management system, which you have access to lots of projects to work on. Okay, you have access to lots of projects to work on. So at least at the end of the program, you have 10 to 15 projects that you have worked on. Okay, and then you can put them in your you can put them on your portfolio website. Okay, so the analytics is also accredited by the professional development in the United Kingdom. Okay, we also have accreditation from American Council of Training and Development, and you can see all of that. So you can review and you can get to review the accreditation once you get this material. So please make sure that you fill the attendance form so that you get this material. This material is very, very essential to you. So another thing that I find is that you get foreign work experience. Okay, so to show employers that you are the best candidate, you need this foreign work experience. So how was he able to do that? How was he able to do that? So he built this project, this class project, this LMS project. He built worked on all of those projects, and he was able to put everything up in the portfolio website. So this is the portfolio website that Frank built. Okay, so you can see Amir Chemere Frank. So you can see some of his projects. So you can see these are some of his projects, and all of these projects in life was built live in class. There are lots more other projects on automation and all of that, which is not yet included here. Okay, so this was what Generative built, and he was able to show this to the employers. Okay, he was able to show that to the employers. Now, the next thing is that he knew how to, where and how to apply. Okay, because he knew where and how to apply. Okay, so in our program, we have mentorship session where we guide everyone, we guide every student on where and how to apply. And we have a couple of job sites that we actually use. We have the job getter, flex job, and a lot more. The LinkedIn. Okay, A lot of our students are landing jobs on LinkedIn, okay? Because people are seeing what they are posting, they are seeing the projects they are building, and they are reaching out to them, okay? Now, don't forget, when you get a job, you need a reference letter, and we equally give reference letter to our students, okay? We equally give reference letter to our student. This is the one that was given to um, Chemere, that was Frank, okay? So you can see reference letter for a naked Chemere Frank, okay? So I equally have a student, my current student, who is taking the course on generative AI for data analytics, who is here. And I don't know, Alimat, are you here? Alimat, are you here? So I have a student who is here, and I would like her to show us what she has been able to do. She's currently taking the program here at Tenalytics, and I would like her to show us, what she has been able to do in the past 7 weeks that she has been with us. So, okay, Alimat, you can share your screen and, give us, just share your experience with us so far, give us a tip of what you have been able to achieve in the past 7 weeks that you've been with us and all of that. So I will stop sharing so that Alimat can share her screen and show us some amazing stuff. Okay, Alimat, you can unmute your mic and also share your screen. Alimat, are you there? Okay, can you unmute? All right. All right. So okay, okay. So we need okay, so if you are the host, please give Alimat access to do that. Okay, give Alimat access to do that. Okay, please give Alimat access to do that. So while we are doing that, while we're on that, so let me just show you more. So Alimat is going to be back to share with us her experience. Okay, to share her experience with us. Okay, so like I was saying, we have these skills that will help you land these jobs. Okay, we have these skills that you can build with generative AI. Okay, which I've mentioned a couple of them. Okay, but then the question is, how do we help you land a job with these skills? Okay, first of all, you are going to gain a life experience. Okay, you are going to gain a life experience. We are going to help you revamp your CV to meet the international standard. There is what we call the ATS, okay, which is applicant tracking system. So we revamp your CV to meet the standard of ATS, and then we have the LinkedIn optimization. So if Alimat is able to share her screen, she's going to show you a number of employers that are reaching out to her already, just 7 weeks being with us here at Analytics. Okay, so she optimized her LinkedIn, she have built a portfolio website, and she's doing very good for herself. And that is what we help her to achieve during our mentorship sessions. Okay, that is where we guide you on, how to build, how to optimize your CV. We have guide on how to build your portfolio site and all of that. Okay, we have our interview prep session. So We have interview coming up for Alimat. I'm sorry to say that, but this is what she's also going to tell us if she's able to share her screen here. Okay, so we've prepped her for an interview coming up very soon. Okay, and then we have job reference letter like the one I've shown to you for Frank. Okay, so we have a lot of package for you. Now, the question you should ask yourself is, are you comfortable where you are right now? Are you going to stay where you are right now? Are you going to keep doing what you are doing without building a career that is globally acceptable? Okay, a career that everyone in the international job market is seeking or is looking for. Are you comfortable with the 9 to 5 job you are doing currently that is giving you no time for yourself, no time for family? This is a question you have to answer yourself. Okay, this is a question you have to answer this question to yourself. Okay, you have to tell yourself the truth. So Alimat, you can go on unmute and speak to us. Share your experience with us so far. Share your experience with us so far. You can go on with that, Alimat.
Hi, Tony. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you're joining the call from. My name is Alima, and I am really happy to be on this call tonight. Like Tony already mentioned, I am a current student of Tenalytics. I'm currently enrolled in the AI for data and HR analytics track. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. However, while I'm doing that, I'm just going to, give you a little backstory. So sometime in June, was it June or May?
Sorry, Alimat. Can you share your video so that we are seeing you as well?
Okay, that's fine. I will do that. Could you please confirm that you can see me?
No, I can see your screen, but I can't see your video. Your video is turned off.
Oh, how about now?
Nope.
I think I can see myself, and I can see thumbs up.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I was saying the other time that before Tenalytics, I currently work as a consumer insight executive at USA Foods, and I just knew that I wanted more. I'm personally tired of 9 to 5, and besides, mine is not even 9 to 5, mine is 8 to 5, and I mean, it's not even the typical 8 to 5. You even realize that you're doing 5 to 9 because I have to wake up as early as 5, do some stuff in the morning, then after work I have to I'm having to return home around 9, and it's just like 5 to 9 for me. And then I told myself that no, I don't think I want to continue this. Not like I'm the lazy type, but I'm not just the type to want to be going through a lot of stress like that. I just want to do my thing at my own pace. And then I told myself that I think it's high time I found myself a remote job. I mean, a good pay remote job. And then suddenly I came across Analytics on LinkedIn. Well, before then, I'd always known about Analytics because I've been seeing the testimonials and all of that online. I also see their ads online as well. And then I said, okay, I think this could be a good time to just try out Tenalytics, because I mean, I think I'm at the point that I really want to move out of this job and get into another job. And I knew that the only way to do that was for me to, upskill. I needed to like upskill, get more skills, and then apply for roles that would, get me what I want. And that was how I found myself into analytics. So, a few weeks after I joined analytics, and trust me, I've been telling people this and I would mention it again. I have never felt so confident in my skills the way I feel right now. Like, I have never felt so confident in my skills. Like, I'm telling you the truth. Like I mentioned, I work as a consumer insights executive, and you'd expect that in my role, I'll be doing a lot of data, I'll be working with data and stuff. But I just find myself struggling, and I just knew that no, it is time to upskill. Plus, I wanted to leave my job, though I'm still in the job, and I can tell you that before end of the month, I'm going to be changing job. And that is what analytics has been able to, that is the opportunity that analytics has provided me with. I can tell you for free. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you some of the projects. Well, this is my capstone project. I'm currently working on it. I'm building, I intend to build a 7-page dashboard, and this is the predictive analysis page that I'm still working on. I'm not done yet. I've been able to work on a couple projects since I joined the program, and I can tell you that my skill has moved from level 0 to, I do not want to over exaggerate, but I'll tell you my skill have moved from point level 0 to point, or level say 90, and I'm not even capping. I'm not capping right now. That is how much I have grown. That is how much I have learned. I wouldn't lie to you. I I am a very diligent student, and I think Tony can also confirm that. I'm a very diligent student. After every class, I would go back to rewatch the videos. Even though I was in the class, I would go back to rewatch videos. I would ask questions. I would message Tony even in the middle of the night to say, "Oh, I'm stuck here. Could you please help me out?" and stuff like that. I'd built a 7-page dashboard before that I shared with uh, Tony. I just thought that okay, I should be able to work on something. Let me try it out. And it came out massive and big. And I was sharing it with my colleagues at work, and they were like, "Are you sure you did not use AI for this thing?" I told them no, I built this thing on my own, even though I could use AI, but I just wanted to try out what I could do on my own. Right. So I also have I was going to show you. Okay, yeah. So just 2 weeks after I joined Analytics, 2 weeks after I joined the program, I think that was when Analytics brought out the AI Ton competition. I don't know if any one of us here heard about the competition. And then I told myself, oh, this could be a good opportunity for me to showcase my skills. Remember, I was just 2 weeks into the program, 2 weeks, and at the time I had learned how to confidently use Excel. I could create dashboards. I mean, interactive dashboards in Excel already. And I'd already learned how to use Zapier as well. And I also recall Tony mentioning about NA10 in the class. So on my own, I went to make my research. What is this NA10 about and stuff like that? So I just told myself that I should be able to. I wasn't contesting to win. I was just contesting for the visibility. I just wanted to okay push out and see if it lands me on the top 3, then it's fine. And if it doesn't, then I pick the lessons and then I move on with it. You get that was my overarching intention for competing in the Akeiton competition, as it were. And then I was shocked at what I came up with. I built a full portfolio using AI. Everything I did, I used AI to like build everything I did. And I could tell that even during the presentation on that day, the judges were surprised that like you did all of this. Okay, so this is the slide I presented on that day for my because I was one of the top 10. I think I was number 4. I finished fourth, and this is I attached it to my, so sorry, just going to move this up. I enjoy talking naturally, so I just hope that I'm not going to spend time. I would have to go full screen to be able to, yeah. So Sorry, I'm trying to open this portfolio. I want to show you what I actually built. Seems like network is playing pranks with me, or using my PC hanging.
Okay, so
Oh
yeah,
well, so if it is not opening, then I'll just proceed. So I wanted to like show
yeah,
us what I
can you hear me?
built, what I presented in the IKEA Icon
So
competition.
so you can just
And
right
then
click on it and then
yes, I
you
can hear
try
you loud and
to
clear.
open
Yeah,
it,
that's
open the
actually
link
what
from
I'm
there.
trying to do, but it's not. I was trying to right click, but it's not allowing me to. I think it's just my PC acting funny. I'm right clicking actually, but it's not coming up. Okay. I think I would just if I'm able to like access it before the meeting ends, I'll just drop the link in the chat box so that everyone can have access to
Okay.
it. Yeah. So so I presented this and I can tell you that it was actually massive. I had a couple people reached out to me to say, oh, Alema, you did this just 2 weeks after joining Tenalytics. I mean, you did so well, you did good for yourself. And another thing I would tell you that I have done and Tenalytics has done for me that has really helped me, like Tony rightly mentioned, I have gotten recruiters, not local recruiters, international recruiters from the US reached out to me via mail to say, oh, we see what you're building on LinkedIn and we're interested in your skills. Could you give us time to, discuss how you could be a great fit for this organization? I mean, I have 2 interviews in the pipeline that I'm currently preparing for. I had a session with Tony and Mohammed yesterday to prepare for the interview, and I've also had a lot of people reach out to me via LinkedIn to say, oh, you're doing so well. We see what you're building. And that's because I have taken it upon myself to push out everything that I have been taught in class and to also take up projects, even when they are not like explicitly stated in the class that, oh, you need to work on this project. I pick them up. I work on them. I push them to LinkedIn. Anyway, before pushing to LinkedIn, I share with Tony to say, oh, is this good enough? Can I post this? And it gives me a go ahead. I push to LinkedIn and I get messages just flowing in to say, oh, you're doing well, you're doing good. And like I said, I actually signed in for a data analytics class or course. And I tell you that I've actually picked another skill along the way, which is the AI automation skill. I now do automation on my own. I use NAN confidently. I use Zapier confidently. Okay, just to attest, just to give you a proof. Um, a friend reached out to me recently. A friend reached out to me recently. So he runs a startup company and he told me that, oh, Alima, this is what I do. And a lot of our processes are actually so manual. I have to manually talk to clients, and then all of the process he explains to me, and they are just heavily manual. And he told me that, okay, are you able to help me build something like automate the process? I'm like, why not? That is why I'm here for you. As long as you're able to pay me my money, why not? I'm sat. So I just ASAP came up with an automation proposal and I shared with him. I went through everything that I'll be doing, what I'm going to be putting together, the tools I'm going to be using, and all for him. And he bought into the idea and he said, oh, of course, go ahead. Let's see what you're able to come up with. And I'm currently working on that project as we speak. I'm not able to share because it's a confidential stuff, so I wouldn't want to share on this platform. But then I'm currently working on it. And you don't want to think of the amount that would fetch me, because that's my friend is actually not, is an international, is in the US currently. So the startup is based in the US, as it were. So and all of this because I enrolled. And one thing I have been telling people is the value that I have gotten from Tenalytics is nothing compared to the amount I paid, to get enrolled in this track or course. Like it's nothing compared to it. It's nothing compared to a whole lot. It's really, really a whole lot. And I'm thinking of what I have. I mean, it's just a whole lot. I am just very thankful to Analytics, where, like I said, I'm still working on my project. I am hoping that some of you would be on the call while my cohort is presenting our capstone project, so that you will see what myself and my colleagues are going to be presenting on the day. Of course, I'm not the only one doing well. There are lots of my colleagues who are doing equally well as well, and I'm super proud of what everyone is doing. So I really hope that you'll be able to join the capstone presentation call to see what we are going to be presenting. I mean, this is not the only project I'm going to be, the Power BI project is not the only project I'm going to be presenting. I'm also going to be presenting my NA10 automation project. I'm also going to be presenting a Power BI dashboard I built with some of this AI BI powered tools and stuff, just like the Bricks AI that Tony presented the other time. I mean, it's been a whole lot. And another thing I must say is that, like I told Tony, before now, I'd always struggled to stay committed to any program. I mean, I've had to pay lot and lot of money to enroll for courses. Joking about that. I've had to pay lots and lots of money, but I just find out that I end up dropping along the line, maybe in between. I just get discouraged or get unmotivated, and then I drop off the course. But then when I found Analytics, I thought that it would be the same story, but I just wanted to still give it a try regardless. But then it's a whole lot of, no, this is not the regular training you've been applying for. I mean, this is not the regular, because is it the follow up? Is it the you have to do your assignment? Tony stayed on our next to say you have to do the assignment. You must submit this, you must do that, you must do even you don't want, and like I told you, I have a 5 to 9 job that I do. And some of the time, sometime I have to be on the field because my job requires me to be on the field sometimes. Sometimes I'm on the field. And my Saturdays and Sundays are like church. I have to go for evangelism on Saturdays. Sunday, I have to be in church and stuff like that. So out of all of this, out of this busy schedule, I am still able to still con out that time to say, no, I have to give this my best because I know what I want to bring out of this. Like I gave myself a target to say, before I conclude this program, I have to land a job. And it's no surprise that I have 2 interviews in the pipeline already.
All
I am
right.
saying this not to Maguire to perspire anybody, but to just tell you that if I can do it, then trust me, anybody can. Anybody can. Thank you so much for having me, Tony. Thank you so much, everyone.
Uh, all right. All right. Thank you so much, Alimat. I know that if we give Alimat more time, she have a lot to show to us. Okay, she have a lot to show to us, and this is just one of many students. Okay, this is just one of many students that I have. You know, for me, that is for data analysis in the June cohort currently. This is just one of many of them. So I have a good number of them, and in order to not to bore you, I cannot just bring every one of them to this session. Okay, so you've heard from someone who is currently taking the course, okay, with us. So she's rounding off her project. She's currently building her capstone project. So she should be rounding off her project by next week. Okay, so we go on a capstone project presentation by next week, and this is how you can build a career that the international community are looking for. Now, I believe you heard her when she said that, you know, people are reaching out to her on LinkedIn. She's even crafting a proposal for someone. Okay, so what else do you need to know? That is the question. So it is left for you now to decide if you are going to take action to move from where you are to where you want to be, okay? Or you want to remain where you are. But one thing is sure, if you do not take an action in the right path, you might take action and you're taking action in the wrong path. Okay, if you do not take action in the right path, that means you will still get the wrong result. Okay, but if you take action in the right path, I assure you that you are getting but nothing but the best. Okay, so we have a lot of services that we render. Analytics business is one academy that takes time to not just teach you the skills. Okay, we mentor you, we guide you, we follow up with you, we make sure that you are always on track. Okay, currently Alimat have 2 interviews on the pipeline, and we are still expecting more. Okay, so I have a couple of other students that have reached out to me that are landing jobs already, even when the program is still ongoing. So it's not about the certificate. Okay, our certificate is also powerful, but it's not about the certificate. It's about the approach. It's about the method of learning. It's about the skills you are learning. It's about how you are learning the skill. It's about how you are preparing yourself for international opportunities. Okay, it's about how you are building a global career. Okay, so we have a couple of other testimonials which I'm not going to bore you with. You just need to fill the attendance form. When you get this material, you can watch all of these testimonial. This is Pavel. Pavel was a teacher back in Cameroon, and he's currently working as a healthcare analyst in the United States. So we have a couple of them. We have Judith, we have Ene, and all of that. So the next cohort is starting on the 8th of August. But what is the good news? The good news is that if you are joining right now, you have access direct to the LMS, the learning management system, where you start watching recorded videos immediately. So even before this date, which is 8th of August, you are already gaining knowledge, you're already building, you're already working on projects. Okay. And this 8th of August is when the live class is going to start for this particular cohort, for this particular August cohort. But at the moment, you have access to your LMS, you have access to mentorship programs, which is every Thursday. So what it means is that if you're if you're enrolling for a program this night, that means you are joining us on our mentorship session tomorrow. Okay, so we have a lot of things to offer you. We have a lot to unpack for you. Okay, now what is the cost of our training? What is the cost of our training? Normally, based on all that we offer, we are supposed to charge nothing less than ₦1 million. Okay, but then we cap our price at 250,000 naira. Okay, but for 5 persons currently on this call, just 5 persons currently on this call, we are going to give 48% discount for just first 5 persons on this call. Okay, so my colleague is going to post the payment link on the chat box. And if you are making a one-time payment for any course that I have mentioned, we have generative AI for data analysts and HR analyst, and we have generative AI for software and web development. We have AI automation engineering. We have AI for business analysis and project management. We have AI for video and content creation. Okay, so if you are making payment for any of these courses, okay, you can make a one-time payment of 120,000 naira, okay, or you make an installment payment of 50,000 naira right now just to lock down the discount. Okay, then the program, 1 month to the program, you pay another 50,000 naira. Then after 1 month, that is after the first month, you pay another 50,000 naira, completing it 150,000. But if you want to make a full payment right now, you are only paying 150,000 naira. So just claim your spot right now, claim your slots right now, and you are good to go. So you take a decision and you are going to be happy, you are going to be proud of yourself, in just few weeks time. Okay, so that we have been doing for others, you can also leverage on that, and you build a global career, and recruiters will be looking for you just the way they are looking for Alimat at the moment, just the way they are looking for many others. So Alimat, you can also drop your LinkedIn profile here on the chat box. So you can reach out to Alimat on the LinkedIn. You can check her out on LinkedIn. You can see everything that she told you. You can verify it from her LinkedIn page. Okay, you can verify it from her LinkedIn page. So you see when she participated in the Hack AI Ton and all of that. Okay, so we have a link here on the chat box, which is the attendance link. So please, I need you to paste the. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can make payments. So you see this link that says here is the next step to build your career in AI. You click on it, the first link. Okay, so you click on the first link. Now I'm showing you how you can make payment, and just take a slot out of the 5 that we have. Okay, so once you have this here, you can select a course. Okay, you can just choose a course here. So let's say I want to enroll for AI for data analytics and digital analytics. I can click on enroll now. Okay, then I will be requested to sign in or sign up with my Google account. So you can just provide your email, or your full name, email, and all of the information, or you can just click on sign up with Google account. So once I do that, I can select any of my Google account just to show you, okay, how to go about that. Okay, and continue just to give it access. Okay, so once you are able to sign up, now this is what you have. Okay, this is what you have. So so I can click on choose your payment plan. Okay, so click on choose payment plan. First of all, you need to choose a cohort. So currently we have the upcoming cohort is the August and September cohort. So if I choose September cohort, I can come here. If I want to make a full payment right now, I can click on, I can select this. Okay, I can select this. If I want to make installment payment of 50,000, I can equally select this. So once you select your payment option, you can select your currency. So if you are paying in Naira, you can select Naira. If you are paying in dollars and all of that. So once you do that, you click on pay. Based on the amount you selected, you click on pay for that amount, and it's going to generate a bank for you to make your transfer, or use your card, or use USSD. So if I want to make a transfer right now, I can click on transfer. If I want to use my card, I can provide my card number and all of those information. Can make transfer. If you click on transfer, it's going to give you the bank information. And once you are done making your payments, with the bank information you are going to get, you are just going to click on I have sent the money, and it's going to validate, check the transaction status, and automatically you are enrolled to the LMS, you are enrolled to the learning management system, okay, where you start learning immediately. Okay, so at this time I will take your questions. Okay, at this time I will take your questions. So if you have any questions, you can ask me here on the chat box. If you have any questions for me, you can ask here on the chat box. Okay? If you have any questions based on what I have explained so far, or maybe you need any clarity, you can ask your question on the chat box. So I am currently on the chat box waiting for you um, while others are taking advantage of this wonderful program. Okay, so you need to change the uh I didn't get that, Ogechi. I didn't get. You said chat, I make my full payment tomorrow. Okay. Are you saying does that mean can I make my full payment tomorrow? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Okay, can I make my full payment tomorrow? Okay, okay, okay. So I'm going to give you that. Okay, I'm going to give you that for staying to the end of this session. Okay, I'm going to give you that privilege. So what you're going to do is reach out to the number here on the chat box. Okay, so Tolu, can you help us drop your can you help us drop the okay, that is Janet. Janet, can you help us drop your phone number? Okay, so just reach out to Janet. That is to Ogechi. Goodness, can you hear me? Goodness. So reach out to Ogechi on this number. Okay, reach out to Ogechi on this number. Okay. All right. So I have Zachariah. Is there any record for this training? I gently, yes, there is a record. The recording is being recorded. Okay, it's being recorded. So all you need to do is to fill the attendance form. Okay, fill the attendance form, and you are going to, yeah. So Janet have posted the attendance link. So you just click on the attendance link and you can fill it. Okay. So Zachariah, kindly fill the attendance. Okay. And then Ogechi, please reach out to Janet and you'll be good. Okay. So any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Any other questions? So I still have some slots left. So if you may want to take the opportunity. Doesn't mean that if you don't have the money right now, okay, it doesn't mean that after this night you cannot make payments. Okay. You can reach out to Ogechi. Okay. I mean, you can reach out to Janet on the phone number that she dropped here. Okay. If you want to make your payment, maybe you don't have the money at the moment, you can reach out to Janet. But basically for this webinar, we have a discount for you. Okay. We have a discount for you for this webinar. Okay. So, but if you do not have the money at the moment, you can reach out to Janet. Okay. All we want is that you take an action and then change the current situation. That is the most important thing. That is the most important thing right now, that you take an action that will change the situation. So, okay, Faith says, assuming you got a client, how do you assess the company information to analyze it? Would it be the company that provides it, or would you have to build from scratch? Assuming you got a client, how do you assess the company information to analyze it? Okay, I didn't get that. How do you assess company information? Now you're asking, okay, a client where that you want to analyze their data for, how do you get the company information? So the company is going to, of course, provide you with all the necessary information that you need. Okay, the company is going to provide you with all the necessary information that you need to analyze their data. So companies even go to the extent of giving you login details to their to their data sources and all of that. Okay, that is maybe if you are employed with them and all of that. Okay, so they are going to give you information to the data sources and every information that you need to to carry out your analysis. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? That is okay, Chuku. All right, all right. All right, so do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions? All right, you're welcome. Do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions? So please make sure you fill the attendance form. Congratulations to those that have taken an action. Okay, congratulations, guys. Yeah, congratulations, guys. Congratulations. So in the next few weeks, you are going to be proud of your decision tonight. In the next few weeks, I assure you that you are going to be proud of your decision tonight. Okay. All right, guys. In absence of no question, I think we can call it a night. Can call it a night. But please do not forget to fill the attendance form. Fill the attendance form. If you need the payment link, you can request for that, and you make your payment. Okay, and that's so. Also, okay, Janet, you can also drop your number. Okay, the number is also here. The number is also here, so you can reach out to Janet. Okay, you can reach out to Janet. Okay, so if you have made your payment, you send your payment receipt as well to Janet. Okay, send your payment receipt to Janet. Meanwhile, if you make your payment, the system is going to confirm the payment immediately, and then you will be enrolled to the LMS immediately. Okay, you'll be enrolled to the LMS immediately. All right, guys. All right, so do have a wonderful night. Okay, I wish you guys the best of luck. Okay, but you need to take an action. Okay, you need to take an action that will change the story. Okay, all right, bye, guys.